Amor daquela vez como se fosse a última. Beijou sua mulher como se fosse a última.
Hey guys, you're in for a real treat. We have Sister Rogers in the vinyl pad, and today we're talking about their most influential album, Chico Buarque's Construção, from 1971 on Philips Records, and this is just such a treat. I am so excited to share this with you guys. So without further ado, please meet the band. Thank you guys for being on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Part of this thing here that we're doing is we're talking about this album, and I'm really curious to know what about it inspires your music of today?
I think it was one of the early albums I discovered. That kind of album I just listened to initially, and you're like, wow, this is great. You could just listen to the whole thing from beginning to end.
I can never get enough of the record. I can listen to it every day. It's like a gem. It's like having a classic thing around you. The older it gets, the better.
It takes you on a journey. There's some deep moments and there's some light moments and there's some moments where you just don't know where you are, but that's what makes it fun. That's what makes the album so great. By the end of it, you've been like around the world and back.
I think every sound incorporated in is so intentional and so like appropriate for each song and each second of each part, like very orchestrated, but like perfect. He nailed it. They nailed it.
Just the details, attention to details with each instrument.
It's beautiful.
Strings, horns,
lyrics, everything.
I guess for him in his career it was a turning point where he kind of broke away from like the traditional bossa nova sound that came out and then going somewhere else.
It was Chico Buarque's first record that was his own style of music that wasn't just bossa nova.
We're in that kind of point when he started playing, we're more acoustic sounding and
very traditional.
Traditional bossa sound, and then right now we're getting more into like developing our own sound, I would say, and I think that's what he did on the album as well.
And I really appreciate it because I wasn't that familiar with his work, and I'm saddened by the fact that he's not more well known in English-speaking countries, primarily in America, like Sergio Mendes or Jobim, and it's really a shame, and because he's still around. So we're gonna jump back to track 2, which is one of Ryan's favorite songs, Cortiano. And why is it your favorite?
I played trumpet myself, and it has a trombone like introduction to the song, which is just really like it's kind of sexy.
Silky.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that.
It catches your attention like that. Everything about that song is amazing, just like every other song on the album.
So Chico was born into a Brazilian dictatorship. He was arrested once for writing a play that was critical of the government, and for a period of about 10 years he had to submit every creative work to the government to be approved, and often he was rejected. So my question to you guys is, can you relate to his background?
I can't even imagine myself being around that time going through things like that.
It definitely inspires us, and it just shows like how relentless he was. He did what he had to do.
And he had to be creative in order to do that.
You can feel the frustration and the tension.
It's a testament to his work that we can still appreciate it without actually knowing what he's saying.
And I think having people like Vinícius de Moraes and Antonio Carlos Jobim part of the record and contributing was also really inspiring, because Vinícius de Moraes is also a poet, and in the band, when I write the lyrics, it comes from a very poetic place.
Okay, so we're gonna flip on over to side 2 and start with track 1, Cordal. And Carlos, you're talking about the percussion on this particular track.
It stays throughout the whole track. It's just like the heartbeat of the song. It doesn't have to be a crazy guitar solo. All it is 2 sticks hitting each other, and that's
it's the refinement.
Yeah, and the rhythm that they put behind it, because you know he has to think about what exactly am I going to do with these 2 sticks? How am I going to hit them to make it classic, to make it like just transcend, and just we're still listening to now, and like it still gets me every time.
And I had a very hard time finding this album. It's not available in the iTunes US store. So how did you come across this album?
Any record store I went into, I would always just go check out, see what the Chico Buarques look like. Nothing. I always got like denied by a lot of places, specifically this album, because this is like the golden ticket right here. After 2 years, I got sick of it, and I was just like, I just have to buy it. I got this one imported from Israel, and then when it came in, I put it on, and I hit him, Sam.
I couldn't believe it. He sent me a picture of it, and I was like, no, you didn't.
Daddy's home. Yep.
What is it about vinyl?
Just putting the record on and making it like a little ritual. It's like your thing. you're all in the zone. You could sit down and you're not like, you don't feel like you have to do something else. You can just listen to it straight up. And the packaging is great.
The tactileness of it, just having it in your hands, having the little sleeve, and just the fact that you actually keep it and you keep it safe, and it's a little piece of art.
To me, it's always been, when you really care about an album or a piece of music, you want it on vinyl because it's like having the real thing. So we're gonna jump down to track 4 on side 2 with a track called Valsinha. Now, what I like about this is, I swear, now if you here, listen to it. Doesn't that sound like the opening of Star Trek? Well, okay, that's what I thought. Going back to you guys, you have an EP out.
So we wanted to make a CD, but we didn't want to just make any CD. We wanted to put as much detail as we put into our music. So we picked out the paper, we designed, the whole label was designed by us. We make each one by hand, so anytime...
Wow, it's a labor of love.
Yeah, we put them in a little plastic sleeve, and then this little corner, we perforated this, we perforated the edge, and as you pull the tab, it'll open, and now you have something that's very, hopefully you want to keep and put it back in the sleeve and just keep it all together and have it on your shelf.
How do we get a physical copy of EP?
You come to our shows.
Yeah.
For now.
For now, you come to our shows. Soon it'll be on the website and you can order it.
Okay guys, we are gonna jump back to track 3 and end with Samba de Orly. You mentioned that you're actually gonna produce this on vinyl. Can you tell me more?
The packaging's going to be a little more different, but it's going to be very special still.
Not that you have to take any suggestions from me, but maybe a little black and white vinyl, different colors going on, maybe a white vinyl with a black cover. I don't know, just something to think about.
We definitely started looking into what the possibilities are with vinyl, and making the vinyl, so it's fun.
That is all the time we have for you guys, and I just want to thank Sister Rogers for coming down to the Vinyl Pad. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and honestly guys, you gotta check them out live. Seriously, do yourself a favor. So thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
I am your Vinyl Geek.
And we are Sister Rogers.
We'll catch you on the flip side.
Frio, mas beija o meu Rio de Janeiro antes que aventureiro lance mão. Pede perdão pela duração dessa.
And I'll actually clap.
Morreu na contramão.